Hey guys, this is Aaron Classic Gamer. We picked up the Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition 1-Up cabinet at Walmart on Black Friday. Normally goes for about $2.99. Ended up picking this one up for approximately $160. Everything's here, all original parts here. As you can see, there's some heavy scuff wear down here. As you can see right here, especially pretty bad. But overall, the cabinet really isn't that bad. You know, it's got a little bit of, you know, a few scuffs here and there that you can't really see from this side. The side art looks, you know, what you would expect. Nothing too crazy here. The control panel is basically where the issues lie. We're going to go ahead and we're going to fire this up here in just a second. There's just a simple on and off switch, and volume has off, somewhat loud, and obnoxious. So we'll set it to obnoxious. I was going to show you here the one of the ball tops was missing here. Like, this is the original ball top that came with it, and the dust guard. So basically this was missing this ball top and this dust guard. So they took $140 off. I think that's a pretty good deal. So I had an extra one laying around from the Sanwa joystick, and I added it. This one has a little more use. As you can see, I can barely touch this here, and you have a lot of play right there with the arcade stick. And over here on this one, whereas we have very little play, the buttons are about the same. Still, they've got a little bit of use, nothing too crazy. This isn't, you know, like the hardcore arcade stuff that's going to last forever and ever, but you can take these screws off and swap all that out, so not too bad there. I've always got arcade parts laying around, so not too worried about that. The 3 games that are featured on here are Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition, Super Street Fighter 2, the new challengers, and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Of course, this is all by Capcom. You check out the bezel, it's pretty cool. It says the ultimate feature, same character versus same character. It's all the stuff, you know, from the original Play as a Boss Street Fighters 2 edition there, Championship Edition. Here goes new features, and then of course they shove their 1-Up, arcade 1-Up logo on there. There's all the different characters, 4 new playable characters, introducing Sagat, Bison, Barlog, and Vega. You go down here, and of course you have some more of the traditional characters. Sorry, the room's a mess. Over here it says how to play. Insert coins and press 1 or 2 player start button. Players can choose to be one of 12 different fighters by moving the joystick. Second player can join at any time. Each match consists of the best of 3 rounds. Winner is the first player to win 2 rounds. Bonus round play timing and strength determine how well you score. Of course, you have short, forward, and roundhouse punches here. You know, the weak, strong, and fierce, as it shows right here. Alright, Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition. The last Street Fighter tournament was thought to be the greatest battle in the history of the event. 8 warriors from around the world battled it out until there was only one worthy enough to challenge the 4 boss characters, defeat the infamous organized crime lord Bison, and ultimately become the Street Fighter champion. Thanks to the dreams and demands of many players like you, some new features have been added that are sure to make this year's Street Fighter event the wildest yet. All 12 fighters can now directly battle each other in 78 different possible battle combinations, like boss against boss, Sagat versus Bison, and the ultimate feature, where characters must face their true equal themselves. The world of Street Fighter 2, or I guess it just says the world of Street Fighter, has never been tougher. So Street Fighters, look out. Finally, any match is possible, so there can be no excuses. Only a loser and the defending champion. You say you mastered Street Fighter 2. You say you're the best, but do you have what it takes to master Capcom's new Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition? I don't know why I said championship. I keep watching too much WWE. Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. Many will try, but few will succeed. When you try, may Shin Long be with you. Remember, the destiny of all 12 characters is now in your hands. It talks about the controls here. That's about it, guys. Let's go ahead and we'll hit the on-off button here. We'll set up our camera, and we'll just play a quick game. I'll show you that. Of course, this is correct 4:3 ratio, which is pretty cool. Can't beat that. Whoa, we zoomed in too much, man. There we go. So, of course, like I said, you have Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition, Street Fighter 2 The New Challengers, and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. A little too fast for my taste right here. This is about right, and Championship Edition is definitely fun as well. So let's go ahead and hit the button. So you hit one of the jab buttons to kind of open up the game, and then it'll show you all the different moves. And you can hit 1 or 2 player start to get it going. When you're done with the game, you can hold down player 1 and player 2 start to jump out of the game. Let's go ahead and give it a credit here. We'll just play as Ryu. Not very good, guys. Bear with.
Round 1, fight!
You know, the controls don't seem bad, really. We're doing terrible. Just die. There's Guile. He is now dead. Not a bad viewing angle, really, anywhere you go at it. This is 3/4 scale, so pretty short. There we go. Whoa, suplex. There we go, got him. That was kind of a lousy play there, but we got him. A nice, vibrant LCD monitor. The games play good. Unfortunately, the stereo on the original CPS 1 and CPS 2 boards here were stereo, and this is unfortunately only mono.
Round 1, fight!
Damn, he's so quick, it's kind of hard to... Crap, I'm going to lose here if I don't quit screwing around, jeez. Of course, Pooh is the winner here at 50,000, so hopefully we'll get a little higher than that. It does not save your initials. He's definitely better at the close-in combat here. There we go. Maybe we can finish him off here. No. There we go. So there's Fei Long. Might be good to go ahead and quit while we're ahead. We'll go ahead and go and check out Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition here. And you just jump right out of the game like that. Alright. Don't see a lot of delay really with the LCD that I thought that I would see. Emulation seems pretty decent. Like I said, the quality of the cabinet isn't amazing by any stretch of the imagination. It's just, cheap board here. They did a good job with the artwork. The controls aren't too bad, but they're budget controls, so just know that you'll probably have to replace them. I don't know that it was worth, $300, but it definitely was worth $160. So, I enjoy Street Fighter. Not as much as I do King of Fighters, but definitely fun.
Round 1, fight! Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
Whoa! He's not going to get close to me, so... There we go. There's E Honda.
You win!
You win! So So we'll probably finish off E Honda here, and then we'll go ahead and play Turbo. Ah! Get away from me! I was playing this against a friend the other day. It is pretty tight, you know, playing together. Two-player, so there we go. Definitely didn't finish him off very quick there, but at least we did win. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and hit player 1 and player 2 start. And we'll jump out of there, and of course 2-player can always jump in and play at any time, just like the arcade version, because that's what these are, is the arcade versions of the game. So now we're going to play Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. This is super quick, guys. It's quite difficult for me to keep up at this point, but a lot of fun. I kind of wish that they would have put a little more variety on here, you know, like one of the Street Fighter, you know, Zero or Alpha series. That would be really cool, but... or maybe Street Fighter 3 or 4 or something like that, just add a little more variety to this. 4 is probably a little too new to be in a cabinet like this, but let's go ahead and hit start, guys. Just kind of wanted to show you how it plays, which isn't bad. Like I said, the controls are a little sloppy. This one's kind of been beat up pretty good, the 1-player. You can really see the turbo ×2 is really quick. Damn. I'm definitely not quick enough to really keep up with the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So I suck at Street Fighter. What the hell? There we go. We got him. I've actually gotten the super there. Apparently you can't carry that over, unfortunately. I don't know what the hell I was doing there. Damn. Yeah, so not good, not good. But anyway, guys, that's the cabinet. Like I said, I'm terrible at this series. A lot better at Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition or Super Street Fighter 2, the new challengers. Street Fighter 2 Turbo is, I don't know, just not good at the turbo versions of the game, I guess. But that's it, guys. This is going to be the Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition 1-up cabinet, I guess. So, not a bad little budget cabinet. I don't know if it's, you know, worth the $300, but it's definitely worth, I think, the $160. And you can mod these, put retro pies in it, all sorts of cool stuff. So, add more games to it. Do all sorts of crazy with it. So, lots of options there. So, we'll see where that takes us in the future. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and as always, happy gaming.